During a surprise inspection, the instructor accidentally discovered a piece of bread hidden in the man's locker. He flew into a rage and immediately established a new rule. From now on, every time the man messed up, the whole team would pay the price. Then he shoved the bread into the man's mouth, ordered the other soldiers to drop and do push-ups. But this was just the beginning. The next day during training, the man made just one wrong move, and the instructor punished him immediately. The soldiers were absolutely furious about being punished for someone else's mistake, decided to take all their anger out on the man. That night, while the man was sound asleep, they stuffed bars of soap into towels and twisted them tight. This homemade weapon would hurt like hell, but wouldn't leave any trace of the beating. Then they gathered around the man's bed, pinned him down with a blanket, covered his mouth, and beat him mercilessly with their makeshift weapons. The man's screams echoed through the barracks. They had no intention of stopping. Even David, the man's only friend, was there. After a moment's hesitation, David joined in too, and at the others' urging, he hit the man even harder than anyone else. That night, the man's cries lasted until dawn. From that day forward, the cheerful, smiling man disappeared. In his place stood someone consumed with thoughts of revenge, secretly plotting his payback, determined to prove himself and shock everyone. In the days that followed, he trained twice as hard. Every bullet hit the bullseye with perfect precision. He handled weapons like a professional. The sergeant was stunned. He'd always seen the man as a complete joke, weak, clumsy, hopeless. The man couldn't even climb over the shortest obstacle. He couldn't do a single pull-up. He was even afraid of heights. He needed help just to run, and during weapons training, he constantly mixed up his left and right. The sergeant was so irritated by him, he nearly blew a gasket and constantly attacked him, slapping him across the face in front of everyone without a shred of mercy. But ever since the night of the beating, the man started acting strangely. While cleaning his rifle, he'd mutter to himself. One night, David was on guard duty when he heard sounds coming from the bathroom. When he pushed the door open, he froze at the sight before him. The man was sitting on the toilet loading bullets into his rifle, an evil smile spreading across his face. David rushed over to stop him, begging him to quit it before they all got punished again. He watched as the man suddenly stood up, started shouting out training commands at the top of his lungs, going through the motions of the drills. His voice echoed through the barracks, drawing everyone's attention. The sergeant came storming in cursing, but David quickly told him the man's gun was loaded. The sergeant's face changed instantly. He tried to calm the man down, warning him in a low voice, but the man didn't even glance at him, which the sergeant found humiliating. Burning with rage, he reverted to his usual attitude and started verbally abusing the man in front of everyone. But this time, the man didn't say a word. He simply gave the sergeant a bullet.